Okay, this is Pixverse. This is the home page. If you create an account, you can see they will give you 130 recharge, and it increases every hour. So if you generate and it's low, you can give it a few hours, and it's going to refresh back. And again, they don't monitor IP, so you can have multiple accounts if you want. If you'll be creating so many content with it. But I use it maybe once every 2 days. So by the time I come back, I have more than enough recharge for me to use to create any content I want. And beside that, I have 3 emails signed up in my phone, so I register with the 3 emails. So that is what I use for now. That Clink AI server is very slow. Sometimes it takes over hours to generate one video, but this within a minute or two you get your video out. So this is reliable for now. So this is how it is. Once you open this thing like this, you come to text to video if you intend using a text prompt. But if you already have a generated image you want to convert to video, you click here and use the image to video. But I always recommend using text to video one if you want the best result. That is what I realized, that if I use text to video I get better results. So you come here, you enter the prompt. Let me say for instance, um okay, now this is the prompt: a realistic shot of two Dembe traditional wrestlers in northern Nigeria fighting and people watching as they fight. Okay, this is the prompt. Is a very simple prompt, but I want us to know something. One, I have to give the prompt a culture, northern Nigeria, for it to know. You understand? One, for the AI to know the kind of traditional wrestlers I'm talking about. That is northern Nigeria wrestlers. You understand? And people watching around. But the base prompt here is the northern Nigeria Dembe traditional wrestlers in northern Nigeria. You understand? That is the base prompt. Now here, this negative prompt. Negative prompt simply means you input those prompts that you don't want the AI to do. Let's say distort. This means I don't want the AI to distort the image. You understand? Like sometimes if you generate an animated video like this, while the animation is playing, you will notice the image starts moving, like shaking around in an uniform way. That is, start distorting the image. So I don't want it to distort. I don't want noise. This is what it means. I don't want it to be noisy. That is the how do you spell noise again? I don't want it to be noisy. So this is what it means. Now this model, the Pixverse is using the latest model 2.5, so you leave it as default. Now if you want to generate in 5 seconds or in 10 seconds. Now from my experience using this text to video animate generator, I would really recommend sticking to 5 seconds. That is one, because sometimes if the characters in the image that was generated is moving, sometimes before it will be able to play to 10 seconds, it will start losing form. I've noticed those things. These are AIs, and I can tell you they are not very accurate for now. They're always improving it, but for now, sometimes you could use 10 seconds if the character is not moving much, if the camera movement is not much, it will work. But for you not to waste the recharge, the credit you have, I would say stick to 5, so you will not create a video that you will not be able to use. At the end, you go and recreate another one. And of course, we are using it for free. We're not paying for this. Every generated video counts, so you don't end up generating videos that you won't be able to use at the end. So I always use 5 seconds. During the editing, I will show you a trick to make it longer. Let's say you want the clip to play for more than 5 seconds on your timeline. I will show us a trick to extend it. Normally, since it's 5 seconds, you can't extend it on the editing, but I'll show you how to duplicate it and make it even so it can play for 10 seconds if you want it to play for 10 seconds. So for now, my advice is stick to 5 seconds, but if you want to try out the 10 seconds, and most times it works fine, no problem. So this is it. Now this is the camera movements I talked about. If you come here, you can see different camera movements. We have the auto camera movement. The horizontal, it means the camera will move left. You see the way the preview showed. We have the right, the camera will pan to the right. We have the up, we have the down, we have the camera move zoom in, and we have the zoom out. This is if you have camera movements in mind. Let's say you want to do a closing scene. Normally in closing scene, camera movement is always zooming out, so you can use that, but most times just leave it on auto. Let the AI pick any camera movement that suits the scene. It always works for me. There mustn't be a particular camera movement. The AI can just use its hand and pick whatever they want. So I always use auto. One, because this scene I'm trying to generate is a fight scene. They are fighting, so I don't want the camera to be moving much. I just want the characters to show that they are moving, not the camera. You understand? So I'm going to use that. And for this seed, just leave it. The seed is random. For any prompt you create, it's always random. So you can just leave it and you click on create. So let's wait and see what we get. Okay, while it's still trying to generate, I forgot to mention aspect ratio. This one by default is always in 16 by 9. This is widescreen. This is YouTube resolution. So this is what it creates. It doesn't create a box, as in, is it 11 by 9. It doesn't create 11 by 9, just 16 by 9. It doesn't create portrait. So this is what it creates. It's only for YouTube, though you can, during editing, you can crop it and make it suitable for portrait format for other platforms like TikTok and the rest. Or you can still leave it as a YouTube aspect ratio and put and post it on your TikTok and Facebook. It still works. Okay guys, this is our result. Let's play it and see how it played. Okay, this is it. It's not very perfect, but like I told you, if there's too much movement in the characters, it tends to distort. So the secret to it is try not to give a prompt that the character will move for too long. You understand? So you will not get a distorted video. But this is what we got. So to download it, you see the download icon here. You click on it and download it. So this is the prompt we use. This is the negative prompt, and this is the duration. This is the camera movement, and this is the aspect ratio. So that is it. So guys, create an account with Pixverse. Use a text to prompt, and let's see how it works. So let's go back and use image to prompt and see. You click on image to prompt, click here to upload image. Let's look for an image I already have. Okay, I have so many images here. Let me use these guys. They are celebrating. Okay, let me use this for footballers and open it. So you see, try using 16 by 9 image, because I use Meta AI to generate that particular image. So it's not Meta does not create images in 16 by 9 aspect ratio. It creates a square image. So you see, I already have an error. So I should try using. So if you want to create images, if you want to use this AI tool, if you want to use the image to video feature, that means you have to use AI tool that creates an image in aspect ratio 16 by 9. That means you have to use Designer, the one I showed us yesterday, Microsoft Designer, or use Leonardo. Those two AI tools create images in landscape, like 16 by 9 aspect ratio, wide aspect ratio. Leonardo AI or Designer, Microsoft Designer, or Bing. Use bing.com/create. They are all the same. Those AI tools will give you images in wide format, then you can now use those images here and generate. So let's look for another one that is, I don't know if I have anyone that is in that aspect ratio, but all these ones are were generated using they are still the same thing. So for now, I'm going to stop the video for now. So let's go through it ourselves and drop your comments below. Thank you all.